from the brand new Loft 100 studios in sunny San Diego, California. 110 million broadcast homes strong, 150 radio stations across the country, as well as Armed Forces Radio. So yeah, we're on radio and TV at the same time, 175 countries and all the ships at sea. And I got a big news for you. Big Biz Show's on the air. Sully Costa, the day trader, Quantro. There we go.
What is said big news?
We have some big news that I can announce. I can give you guys sort of a, I'll give you a hint. We're going into 15 million TV homes in Mexico. You like that? You know
Are we really?
Yeah. Yep.
Dang.
Yeah. Yeah. We're taking a road trip.
Many families.
Starting in July.
Love it.
Yeah. It rhymes with Bloomberg. Sorry. I had a cough there.
One of my favorite countries.
But yeah, our footprint's getting larger, just like yours, as a matter of fact.
Exactly. Exactly.
Too soon. Okay.
It's a waste.
We got an email from a because like we interview authors and publicly traded companies, and we interview celebrities, and we have a couple more celebrities to come here because of a new producer we have coming on board. But it's great when we hear from someone that requests a guest, because what most people don't realize about TV, even your local morning news show, is we're dying for guests. Like we've got 25 guest spots to fill per week.
Yep.
Okay, so keep your emails coming. We had an email coming to our executive producer, Greg Todoroff, about a company called INmune, not immune, but INmune Bio. They are a publicly traded company. They trade under the stock symbol I, N as in Nancy, M as in Mary, B as in Bravo. INMB. That's a tough one. INMB. How about that?
INMB.
In Mercedes-Benz. INMB. There you go. The CEO of the company is a gentleman by the name of RJ Tesi, and they're harnessing the power of innate immune system. Now, we've talked to companies about using your own immune system with respect to cancer, but we're talking, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, about a treatment for Alzheimer's disease here. So welcome to the program via Zoom, RJ Tesi. RJ, great to see you. How you doing? I cannot hear. There we go.
I look forward to telling you our story.
Yeah, we're looking forward to hearing your story. First of all, top down, Alzheimer's disease. Look, I'm going to say this. I've experienced it in family members. I think many of us have.
Sure.
You know, thank goodness my dad, who's 95, is sharp as a whip. To my mother, who's 88's chagrin. So I don't have any direct relationship, but I'll tell you what, this is one of those diseases that just is heartbreaking, not only for the person going through it, but more so for the family members and such. Talk about where we are internationally and as a country with the Alzheimer's disease sort of treatments and such.
Yeah, so Alzheimer's disease is kind of the big problem, the big unsolved problem in medicine today. We've made tremendous progress in cancer. I mean, many people live a very long time with cancers, but we haven't put a dent in Alzheimer's for 30 years. And with the baby boomers, I am one, now reaching the age where they have Alzheimer's at risk, the number of people with dementia in the United States is going to increase. The cost of caring for those patients is going to increase. And as you mentioned, the heartbreak to the family and caregivers of watching a vibrant member of their family become a mere shell of their former self is a tragedy.
Yeah.
And the bottom line is we need a solution, and we got to work hard, and we're getting it. We're getting it.
So let's talk about that. Let's talk about what you guys are up to there with INmune Bio. And once again, they are publicly traded under the stock symbol INMB. If you have any questions on it, we'll put it up on our website, bigbizshow.com. I'll put it out to my 100,000 people on Sully Speaks Money as well over on TikTok Money, as well as our other social channels. But RJ, talk to us about where you guys are with respect to harnessing, as you say, the power of the innate immune system, as you put on your website.
Yeah, so the problem has been that everybody's been kind of focused on one thing. Everybody knows amyloid plaques. People say, we get rid of those amyloid plaques, we're going to get rid of Alzheimer's disease. It turns out that's not the case. So for 20 years and billions of dollars, They've been chasing a dream that turns out to be less than perfect. Okay. The current crop of drugs, the anti-amyloid drugs, really don't do that much. Because, in fact, we believe Alzheimer's disease is an immunologic disease. It is caused by something called neuroinflammation. That's, inflammation of the brain.
Sure.
And that neuroinflammation causes you to lose your memories. And the great example is, it's quite simple. I mean, Alzheimer's is loss of memories. You lose memories because either a cell with your mother's birthday dies and you lose it forever, or the wires that connect the cells that include your mother's birthday get cut. And then you lose the memory, but you lose it temporarily, because if you can fix that wire, you can capture that memory.
So let's talk about fixing the wire.
So we believe, and there's great data to support this, both in humans and in animals, that one of the things that cuts the wire is inflammation. Inflammation, the immune system gets out of whack, and it causes those wires to get disconnected. And if you get rid of the inflammation, boom, they get back together, and suddenly you can grab your mother's birthday.
Wow.
So that's what we're doing. We're targeting neuroinflammation. We don't care about it, quite frankly. We think that that's been I don't want to say a fool's errand, but it's been an experiment that's been done and failed. We need to attack other parts of the disease, and neuroinflammation is a very attractive one, and that's where we're headed.
RJ, as far as outside factors are concerned, don't use deodorant with, I think it's aluminum. Don't grow up next to a nuclear reactor, that type of thing. Are those outside mitigating circumstances still very important to the research?
Yes, it turns out that there are very important elements that put you at risk for Alzheimer's disease. Now, obviously, the most obvious one is age, but actually, the age piece is a little more interesting. As we get older, we get hotter, we get more inflamed, and we get inflamed because we're fat, because we smoke, because we have diabetes, because we're watching too much TV, because we're not sleeping. Now, all of those lifestyle factors, your mother was right. Get your sleep, eat your chicken soup, exercise. All of those lifestyle factors, they will make a difference, but they don't make a big difference, maybe 20 or 30%, So it's more than on the margins. But there's no question, if you're skinny, if you don't have diabetes, don't smoke, you don't have cardiovascular disease, you're at risk of Alzheimer's.
Mike just sucked it in there. Just want to let you know.
Yeah,
Thanks for saying that.
I wasn't going to say that.
Just,
In medical terms, we call it being short for being short for your weight.
Yeah, you're short for your weight. Yes, thank you, Dr. RJ Tesi. By the way, he is an MD. Hey, before we get out of here, first of all, I want to invite you back because we'd love to have you back. This is really fascinating. But number two, so talk about what makes you guys bigger, better, faster, stronger? What makes you think that you guys are the guys that they're going to successfully develop a drug to treat Alzheimer's disease?
Well, we have adopted a very simple strategy. That is to say, we believe that neuroinflammation causes Alzheimer's, but we also understand that it doesn't cause Alzheimer's in everybody. It turns out about 50% of people with Alzheimer's disease have neuroinflammation. So when we do our clinical trial, we're able to only pick the people that are hot, that have neuroinflammation as a cause of their Alzheimer's disease. And we actually don't treat the ones who don't. And what this allows us to do is smarter, faster, cheaper clinical trials. We de-risk the development, and that allows us to get a drug approved. Now, the first question you're going to ask, what about those other 50%?
Yeah, what about those other 50%?
Exactly. We'll get back to that.
All right.
But right now, we want to solve half the problem. And once we solve half the problem, we'll come back and see if we can solve the other half.
His name is RJ Tesi. RJ Tesi, of course, the CEO of INmune Bio. INMD is the stock symbol. N is in Nancy, M is in Mark, B is Bravo. We'll put it up on our website. I'll put it up at Sully Seeks Money as well. RJ, I want you back, man. Fantastic job. INmuneBio.com.
Short for my weight?
You're short for your weight, yeah.
Okay, all right.
You're heavy for your weight, and you're also
Put that on my t-shirt.
also wide for your weight. Big Biz Show coming back.